Hello, and I'm the Who Guy, and welcome back to a very special video where today we are going to be ranking every single sonic screwdriver the Doctor has had in the show. I've already ranked the logos of Doctor Who, and today we're ranking worst to first every Doctor's sonic screwdriver. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below and like the video if you like these ranking videos, and comment down below other ranking videos that you want me to make, such as Doctor's Companions and other Doctor Who things. And if you haven't already, click up there to enter the giveaway. And just before we start the ranking, a couple of ground rules. All of these are just sonic screwdrivers, so I'm not including the sonic lance or the sonic sunglasses. They also have to be the Doctor's, so no River Song Sonic or the Master's laser screwdriver here. These are going to be different to your guys' rankings, so comment down below your rankings of the Doctor Who Sonics and give me like your top 3 favourite Sonics down below. Let's get into the video.
Finally.
Unfortunately, there does have to be a last place, and last place I am going to be giving very first sonic screwdriver from the show. Yeah, the second Doctor sonic screwdriver, of course, played by Patrick Troughton. Not the sonic screwdriver, the Doctor, of course. What much can you say about it, as it's literally a metal rod with a light at the end. It's a little pen light. There's no design to it. It's a bit basic. Yes, it did start the whole sonic screwdriver history. However, it does suck, in my opinion. It's just boring. A lot of these Sonics at the start, to me, are just dull, and this one is duller than any other Sonic, and I've probably really annoyed a lot of fans out there, but yeah, something has to come last place, and this one unfortunately is.
I hate him.
In 11th place, second worst Sonic is the fourth Doctor Sonic. I'm going to get so much more hate for this one. I know a lot of people like the fourth Doctor Sonic. In my personal opinion, I think it is one of the weakest classic sonic screwdrivers to date. I think it's quite basic. I think it's a big downgrade from the third Doctor's Sonic. I just think it's, boring. There's not much to it. Usual concept of the classic Doctor Who Sonic. However, it's just dialed down with the colours. There's not too much to it, and that's why it's this low on my list. Breaking the top 10 is the fifth Doctor's Sonic, which of course is literally pretty much the same as the fourth Doctor's Sonic, with a white band, and that's why it's above, because it has at least something to it. Is that something great? No, not really, but it's something else. It kind of goes with his costume as well. But yeah, hardly was used in the show, of course got blown up, so it's here. It cracks the top 10, but nothing really to write home about. So in 9th place, I'm giving it to the brand new 15th Doctor's Sonic. I can't wait to get my hands on this Sonic. However, I think as a toy, it looks pretty cool. I really must say, a lot of these Sonics that are later in the list are bits of nostalgia where I actually have the prop, the toy to hand, and I've seen it. Other ones, of course, character either haven't made or I just don't have my hands on yet. So I have more of affinity to the ones that I have in my collection. However, design-wise, yeah, I'm still baffed with this Sonic design. I think it looks like a mouse, a TV remote. I've seen all the memes and I agree with them. I think I've got a couple of merchandise with the Sonic on pin badge from the Who shop, but apart from that, the main gripe with this Sonic has to be the design choice. It doesn't look like a screwdriver, which pretty much every other one at least resembles something like a screwdriver. This one doesn't. I think this one is cool, and for kids will probably love it. It's a little device, and that's what I would call it, a sonic probe or a sonic device or something like that. I wouldn't call it a screwdriver. However, they call it a screwdriver, so it's in this list. Weirdly, I hate the design. However, I like the design at the same time.
What?
So in 8th place is the War Doctor's Sonic. This one, just like the 4th and 5th, again is quite basic. However, they included a light at the top, which none of the classic Sonics had apart from that original design. That's pretty much it. There's a little red thing at the bottom, looks like a fair, if that has any use. It looks okay. It's not my favourite design. It's not my favourite classic kind of Doctor design either. However, I think it's better than the boring 4th and 5th Doctor design. It kind of looks like a screwdriver, so it beats the 15th Doctor's. And of course, have it in hand, and I just do like the red setting on it. 7th place, we have the 13th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. You could say this kind of looks like a screwdriver. Kind of not. I really do like the emitter on this Sonic. It's one of my favourite emitters of all time. And I like how it kind of links to the TARDIS, the crystal kind of TARDIS console. Apart from that, I don't really like the design. I like how the lights light up yellowy orange and throughout the Sonic, not just at the top. However, it does look a bit phallic. It looks like something rude. I'm not going to get into it. And considering it was the first female Doctor's Sonic, it just seemed to be a bit coincidental.
What do you mean?
People have said it's other stuff like a piece of and other stuff like that. But I actually have warmed to it. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I appreciate it a bit now. It's not great. I don't think any of the Sonics I've said so far are great. I think we're going to get into the decent ones next up in the list. It's here, it's there, but I'm happy it's gone. So next up on the list is the 8th Doctor Sonic, and you might be saying, well, this is pretty plain, just like the 4th and 5th Doctor Sonic. You're totally right, and I'm a hypocrite.
Liar!
I just really do like this Sonic. I don't know what about it I like. I like the red bullet and the silver ring. I like the activation button, of course, and this gold band. It's hardly seen in the show, of course, used by the 7th Doctor as well, the TV movie, but we really don't see this Sonic a lot. But I love it, and I don't know what it is about that gold ring. We've had a white ring, we've just had black rings. The gold just stands out for me, kind of matches the 8th Doctor costume as well, which I pretty do like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very plain Sonic. I know I'm a hypocrite because I said the other Sonics previously, I kind of gave them flack because they were too basic. This is basic as well. I'm a hypocrite, but I do really like this Sonic for some reason. So we have 5 Sonics left, and the 5th Sonic that I've chosen is the 14th Doctor's Sonic screwdriver. Yes, used by David Tennant himself. Didn't see too much of it in the show. However, I am very happy I've got my hands on it. Of course, there's been like 3 different variants of this now released. And I love it as a toy. The different colour changes and, of course, the extending features. Of course, we don't actually see it in the show change colour. Nor do we see it chrome-plated or gold. But overall design of the Sonic in the show I really do like. It is very reminiscent, of course, of the 9th and 10th Doctor Sonic, as well as Matt Smith Sonic, both which I believe are really, really cool designs. And it's kind of like a celebratory Sonic, so I've got to give it props to that. I'm happy Ncuti has got something different. However, different sometimes isn't the best. I really do like the Gallifreyan activation button on this Sonic, and of course the extending arms, which I don't know what they do, and I really do like it how it is used in the show with the whole force fields and stuff. I think that's a pretty cool concept for a Sonic to do. The lights being a blue, we've had blue, David Tennant's used blue again, so I kind of like how they connected that. And just overall, it's a cool Sonic. I do think it's on the chunky side and very complex and mismatched Sonic. Of course, that is because it's kind of a celebrating 60 years of Doctor Who, but I still love it, and yeah, it's a pretty good toy. We have 4 Sonics left, and 4th place is my final classic Sonic to be in this list. And my favourite by far of the classic Sonics has to be the 3rd Doctor's Sonic. I see a lot of lists and people do not like this Sonic. However, I absolutely love this Sonic. I think it is crazy cool. It's got loads of cool design features and colours which just elevate it above the 4th, 5th, 8th, and you could say the War Doctor Sonic as well. Those just classic design which pretty much stayed out from the 3rd Doctor all the way up to the War Doctor. This one, of course, yellow and a black band there, looking really cool and almost hypnotic. And that's kind of why I like the Sonic. That yellow just gives it a bit more pop, a bit more sci-fi. Of course, you got the black band and white bands at the bottom. It just looks much more Doctor Who to me. I don't know what it is about it. And of course, you got the red ring and the silver bullet at the top. I really do like, as well, with the classic Sonics, you don't press a button as well. You can just pull it down. I think that's pretty cool. Well, of course, I was slagging off the designs of the other ones, but really, it's not the design I have a problem with the classic. It's just that the paint and the design added on to the original design just doesn't outclass this third Doctor Sonic. So, third Doctor Sonic comes in 4th place. We're cracking into the top 3, and of course, nostalgia is going to play a part in this list. These next 3 Sonics, of course, are all from the New Who revival series. So we've got the 9th and 10th Doctor Sonic in 3rd place. There's a very big toss-up of which one I was going to choose for 3rd and 2nd. I've given it to this one, and I think wise this one I don't have a problem with at all. I like the crackled effect, I like the blue emitter, I like the extending feature. I think that is all cool. I think the black at the bottom works. I just really like this Sonic. Of course, the Sonic I grew up with the David Tennant era, and of course the 9th Doctor using it as well. I'm going to like it for reasons like that, and of course kind of matching the corally design from the TARDIS, which I do like when Sonics kind of integrate into their TARDIS. It's a really nostalgic Sonic. I think if I had to critique it one thing, it's a bit small. It's on the smaller side to Sonics.
It's so small.
Especially when we look at Who Sonics. But apart from that, I absolutely love this Sonic. I love the era that this presents to me, and just the throwbacks of David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston using it. So yeah, that's my 3rd place. So who's beating it to 2nd and 1st? And it would be this one in 2nd place, the 11th, kind of / 12th Doctor, Sonic Screwdriver. Again, this is going to take a lot of bias from me. I grew up with this Sonic just like the 10th Doctor Sonic, and of course that is going to bump it up. I love the green emitter, I really do. I remember when they changed the Sonic and I was like, what the hell is this? And I've got to say, I have definitely warmed up to it. I always thought that the middle section with the kind of clean white and leather black never worked, but I'm kind of liking it now. Of course, you got the cap, and the toy has that random button at the bottom that is just really annoying because it doesn't ever stay shut, but I really do like the end cap. And of course, I think by far the best extended feature so far on a Sonic has to be that. The simplicity of it with the claws, you can see inside the Sonic column. It just looks really cool. I love Matt Smith doing a little pose with it, of course. Of course, Capaldi used it as well. Didn't really like that he used it. I much prefer his other Sonic, which we'll get into.
Spoilers.
But yeah, I just really do like the Sonic, especially in this open mode. I think closed mode, I would have to give it to the Tennant Sonic, but in open mode, I've got to admit, this is one of my favourite Sonic designs and comes into 2nd place. So, let's get into that 1st place. And that 1st place has to go to this, the 12th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver. Ever since this got revealed, I absolutely loved it, and I still do to this very day. In my personal opinion, it's the best Sonic Screwdriver, my absolute favourite. I love everything about it. I love the handle and the brackets. I love the end, that it just never ends. It's like one piece, another piece, another piece, another piece. I like the claws. That is the one thing that kind of threw me when they released this for Sonic, pictures and images from it. But I've warmed to the arms. I think it's a cool addition. I love the activation button, and I think by far the best emitter from any Sonic so far, with the kind of TARDIS lamp design, as I like to call it. It's blue. It can change different colours. What else do you want in a Sonic? That is why this is my all-time favourite Sonic Screwdriver. Favourite light feature on a Sonic Screwdriver. Can't beat that. That's it for today's video. Comment down below what your favourite Sonic is. Like that video if you want more ranking videos. And subscribe if you've enjoyed, of course. I've been the Who Guy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Sonic, totally Sonic. I am Sonic to all.